Groundfloor, my real estate crowdfunding site, want to go back and review its performance during the CV-19 pandemic since March of 2020. We'll do that today. Hi, I'm John McNeil. This is the Invest Strong Network. Welcome. So I had mentioned earlier this year that I had put a moratorium on any kind of real estate investments for 2020, so long as the CV-19 pandemic, which was sweeping the country, disrupting markets, doing all kinds of things, just too complex, too rich for my blood, as they used to say in the westerns. But I decided to go back and review the performance, the actual performance from the various ground floor investments that I had made through the teeth of the CV-19 crisis. And the results were startling. I have to admit it, right? So I began investing in ground floor projects basically back in the fall of 2018. And in that time, I have invested in probably 4 dozen different projects, right? And you can actually invest with as little as $10. And they have a listing of projects that could use your funds. You invest your funds, they pool it together with other investors, and then they hand it over to a project developer. The developer develops the project, completes it, puts it on the market. Hopefully it gets purchased. And then once it gets purchased, everyone gets their money back with interest. All right. Now, since March of this year, some bizarre things have begun to happen on the Groundfloor platform. And I'm sure other crowdfunding real estate platforms have experienced similar things, right? First of all, there have been loan leniency extensions. So many of the projects that were due to come to full fruition during the last 6 months, for one reason or another, CV-19, the Groundfloor has decided to extend loan leniency to the project supervisors. So there were some projects that were due back in June and even July, and they have extended those particular projects really through October. Okay, that's okay, because as an investor, you will still receive interest payments on your funds, your investment, even during the extended period. Also, as the primary lien holder, Groundfloor has had to initiate foreclosure proceedings on some of these projects, right? And now that's no surprise. The CV-19 thing has just done all kind of really strange things to the real estate market across the country. And the good thing about crowdfunding projects is that they are secured loans, right? Secured by the underlying real estate. So when a particular project falls into default, Groundfloor can rush in like a white knight, foreclose on the project, take it over, complete it, put it on the market, sell it, you get your money back with interest, right? Now, the thing is, the court systems in various states, they have either been closed or severely restricted, right? And so the foreclosure process and some of these projects have come to a grinding halt. Now, that has begun to ease, right? And the backlog of cases has begun to be worked down, but it's going to take a while for that to work through the system, right? So that's one thing to keep in mind. Also, Groundfloor had a big failure project that actually preceded the CV-19 outbreak, right? So they had this enormous complex in the Atlanta area that they were working on. I don't know what happened. I've heard words like fraud and all kind of things thrown around. Well, Groundfloor is engaged in a rather protracted legal action with the developers. I myself had over $3,000 in this particular project. Don't know where those funds are, right? Now, Groundfloor has mentioned that they plan on making everyone whole eventually, so we'll see. But as for now, that the litigation surrounding that has been delayed by the closing of the courts, right? But it's beginning to get back active, and so hopefully, that will resolve itself. Now, Groundfloor, the current loans, interest rates on their loans are actually very, very tempting. I mean, the B-level loans, 12-month B-level loan interest rate is 9%. The 6-month B-level interest rates are 7.5%. The C-level 12-month loans are 9.8 to 11%. And the 12-month D-level loans are a full 13%, right? Interest. All right. Very attractive, very tempting, right? Now, overall, my return on capital since I've been involved with the Groundfloor platform is a very impressive 11%, even in the midst of the CV-19 crisis and all the disruptions and delays it's causing. Still, I'm looking at about an 11% year over year total return in this particular account, and I will take that any day of the week, and especially during this period of maximum crisis. Right now, Groundfloor, I would suggest anyone who is interested in investing in crowdfunding real estate projects, either through Groundfloor or Fundrise or Patches of Land or any of the crowdfunding sites, for this period, stick to the upper end of the credit quality. Now, Groundfloor ranks its projects from A to G, A being the highest credit quality, G being the most speculative junk loans, right? I personally prefer to stick with the upper end of the credit quality area. So we're talking A loans, we're talking B loans, we're talking C loans, and just a very few smattering of D level loans. I personally will not invest in E level, F level, or G loans. No way, not now, right? So that would be my advice. Brother man wants to get his money back, right? With some interest. And by sticking to the upper end of the interest rate quality spectrum, the credit quality spectrum, you're pretty much guaranteed to do that. All right. So those are my thoughts. And would I suggest people invest in crowdfunding for real estate? Yes and no. Stick to the upper end of the credit quality. Do not pour enormous amounts of your capital, your wealth in this real estate market. No, not in individual projects, as direct individual projects, not through crowdfunding, not even through REITs or anything like that. I would not do it. The market is just too volatile, too unstable, too many things going on. No, sir. But with a reasonable portion of your wealth, your portfolio, crowdfunding in real estate, the best way to go, in my opinion. All right. So hope you appreciated that. And let me know, smash that like button. I would appreciate it. Always do. Leave a comment. I read everyone. I promise you that. And I will respond. And also subscribe. It has come to my attention that there are some people out there that are holding out on subscribing to the Brother Man. This is breaking my heart. Don't do it. Please subscribe. I'd appreciate it. All right. Thank you so much, and good luck.